What's going on, Colts family? It's your boy Jose Fuego Ortiz with another live episode of Out of the Shoe Cold podcast, y'all. What's going on, family? What's going on? And look, man, they've been in the media. They've been in the media. But before we get to it, man, before I get to it, it's glad to have football back going on in Lucas Oil. And yes, I'm talking about the combine. It's good to have it. I'm glad it's back in Lucas Oil. I hope it stays in Lucas Oil. We know how to do it. We know how to run it. Just keep it where it's at. Don't change anything. And man, these wide receivers, man, they've been putting up some numbers, some speed numbers. Things have been looking good. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. It's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the discussions that Chris Ballard and Frank Reich. That's what I'm here to talk about. What they said to the media, what they said to the radio slash podcast. I'm here to get my own little 2 cents on what they said and what I feel like they was talking about. So let's get right into it. All right. Chris Ballard was on. And look, man, Colts don't really let too much out the bag. He let a little bit out the bag. He let a little bit out the bag because he know he was going to have to answer questions about Carson Wentz. But it was still nothing. It was still nothing. It was still, hey, I spoke to him for about an hour today. Conversations went well. It was still, you know, it's up in the air. We're gonna do what's best for the team. There wasn't no, you know, direct. Nope, he's not gonna be with us. Or yep, we're keeping him. Either way, they're gonna have to. Within these next week, so coming up, they're gonna have to pay him regardless. He's getting paid. Whether he's on the team or not, that's a whole different story. But then, they didn't really lead to that he wasn't, or that what it was just kind of leaving us in limbo. You know, are are they happy with his gameplay? Not so much, but also, they put it on everybody. They they put it on everybody. They put it on the team. But were they happy with his gameplay? Not so much. Did they say he could do better? Yeah. Do they believe that he's going to be the quarterback for the long run or long term or short term? They still in debates about it. And as they should, he was like, they want to make decisions, without being, without feelings being involved in it, and making things go the right way. So no true answer. What I feel is, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. It sounds like they truly don't care that they gave up, a first round draft pick and that they gonna pay him some money, but you know, I I I just don't see who else is out there that we can truly get without throwing the whole, the whole bag of chips their way. That's just me, uh, you know. As far as him saying that nobody's untouchable, you know, that was good to hear. Letting the team know that anybody could get traded in a sense. The whole, hey, maybe we should trade, Quentin Nelson for that's probably not gonna happen. It's just probably not gonna happen. But he made it clear that nobody's really untouchable in a sense. Um, and he put it out there that that they're gonna, look at free agencies and things like that. Not necessarily who or how much they willing to pay. Probably no. But he did say, there's gonna be some competition in the quarterback room. He did mention marquee players that are stand out for the coach, but maybe we need a little bit more help in that area. And he spoke about Zach Pascal in the past tense. It was a lot of he was a good wide receiver for us. You know, not is. So, maybe that's letting us know that, Haskell was gone, and that could be a Pascal decision. Everybody gotta feed their family. Everybody gotta, go for what's best for them and their family in this game, you know? And he's still steady on building from the trenches, inside out. It don't matter what nobody say or who says what. He is not moving from that at all. Not at all. He is a believer in it and he's sticking with it. And he's not falling into the hype of the media. Like, he said, if it makes sense and it's well deserved, then he'll take it and he may adjust fire. But he said, but all the rest of that coming in, he ain't paying attention to it. That shit has nothing to do with what decisions, he makes or they make as a team for the team. So, hey, it is what it is with that one. There was, like I said, Coach don't really give up too much information until it's a surprise. Like, oh yeah, And as far as Frank, like it was the same thing a little bit. Didn't give up too much. He's waiting for some marquee players to pop. That they invested in. You know, the biggest thing that he said was he stuck out his neck for Carson Wentz. With him saying that, that makes me believe like, well, I stuck my neck out for you, and you ain't, you produce, but we ain't make the playoffs. So maybe it's a see you later. Who knows though, man? Who knows? Who knows if they just don't give Carson Wentz another go around? I mean, th- there's quarterbacks in the draft, but there's no standout quarterbacks in the draft like a Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck. You can like one is just like, oh yeah, we can just plug and play. And if they was, we wouldn't be able to get them anyway. Just keep it in 100. We wouldn't be able to get them anyway. So Frank is putting the faith on some marquee players that they on. This should be their second, third year. Expects them to just step up and step up to the next level, so like that we don't have to get other people. I think we still need to get other people. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it. And that was all they really said. There was a lot of walking around and tiptoeing around the question. You know, I'm not really going to speak on that, but of course they gonna believe in the players that they have. Of course they are. And they mentioned that. Then they mentioned, the team is gonna look different. As it should every year. Every year there's people up for free agency. So the team is gonna look different. We know that. But there wasn't no name dropping. There wasn't no, hey, we're looking on pursuing this person. No, we're looking on pursuing that person. No, there was none of that. They just walked around the questions. I guess fair enough. I guess you know. Um, I'm positive that they're looking around just like everybody else, and the scouts are looking around just like everybody else at all these fantastic players that are in Lucas Oil right now. We all know they are, but we also know that they don't spend money like that. They don't. I mean, so who's to tell what's about to come? Who's to tell, man? No, nobody really knows. All I know, we're gonna find out something sooner or later with Carson Wentz. The clock is ticking. So within these next 2 weeks, we're gonna hear something. Whether he's getting paid, whether he's getting paid and we keeping him, whether he's getting paid and he might be going out the door. That's that's the only thing that's probably for certain. You know, And free agency is open. It's not like it's not, but it hasn't been a whole lot of buzz going on. And you got to remember, a lot of these free agencies, they might get hit with the flim flam, man. They might get extended contracts. They might get hit with the franchise tag. They get hit with those things. We can't even go after those players no more. Some of those big marquee names can't do it, you know? So, of course, we need to fill. Yes, I do. You guys all know it. Wide receiver room looking extra thin, but I mean, we still got some marquee players there, but it's still looking extra thin. And extra thin in the sense of players that we haven't seen on the field like that may still need to prove themselves. As of right now, the only player that we truly got that's played games like that is Pittman and Campbell. Patman came in a couple times. Michael, maybe once. That's about it. Everybody else is, hey, no. I tell you what, homie, I see you. I see you, Frat. Look, I don't know if Cam is coming back to the Panthers or not, man. I'm a Cam Newton fan. The hell what everybody else think. You know what I'm saying? That's Mr. I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan of him. But maybe, maybe not. I don't know if he goes back to the Panthers. I don't know if somebody's willing to take another chance on him. But I appreciate it. Coming in to check back. But wide receivers, clearly we need a little help. Whether that's drafting or free agency. We we need at least one or two. Or we gonna bring some people back. Somebody dynamic. Somebody that's a compliment to Pittman. Or if not a compliment to Pittman is on the same level or a greater level than Pittman, you know. Tight end room looking real thin. Looking real thin. Still don't know if good old Bulls gonna retire. Still don't know that. Mo Alley Cox, VCU, free agent. All we got is Grace. That's it. And if Jack Doe retires, you got two. You got free agent and one. I say sign him, but there's a lot of people that's like, nah. Seems like Mo Alley Cox, with all the chances he's had, he can get it together, but he can't get it together, but he can. Or he doesn't know how to use what he has. To each their own, man. To each their own. You know, he's a favorite of mine. And from a player to go from basketball to football, I'm pretty sure it's not that hard, but it's something that he did. Um, so I mean, why not? Why not sign him for a little change? Why not? And bring in somebody else. Unless you're gonna spend another draft pick on a tight end. The Colts don't even really do that. It was a surprise when they got Grayson. They don't really spend a draft pick on tight ends. I, they really don't. They really don't. So maybe they sign him and they bring in somebody else. That's not gonna cost too much. It's not gonna cost too much. I mean they gonna have to spend. They gonna have to spend. So let's see if they spend. Safety position. Think we need some. We got two fantastic ones. We got Odom on the back burner too. But we need another one. We need some depth. We need some depth. Cornerback. Everybody's like, oh, the cornerback is good. Nah. We could get another cornerback. We can. Why not? Why not? You know? They both, the two that we have, because the roads is closed. I'm almost positive he out of here. They not shutdowns. They done stepped up their games, both of them. They sure have, and they showing improve, but they both not shutdown corners. You know what I mean? But they definitely stepped up last year. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. And everybody know the left tackle. Everybody know that. Everybody knows. But the real good ones, they probably gonna get taken in the first round. And the real good ones on free agency, they gonna want some money. They gonna want some money. So it's either we paying them money or we jumping up somehow to the first round, which I don't think we are. We gonna have to pay some money or bring people back at a lower cost and hope that they play better and get some depth behind them. That's what I think. This is this this time right here. It's that gray in between time where it's like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And we got heavy question marks, y'all. We got a question mark at quarterback position, the main position, left tackle, one of the main positions. That's his blind side for the most part. Wide receiver, another main position. Who we don't really know who's throwing the ball, right? We don't know who's protecting the quarterback on the left hand side. And what receiver is this quarterback going to be throwing to? And let me tell y'all something. If I was a free agent, and even though the Colts team looks good, I'm like, well, if I'm a wide receiver, well, who throwing me the ball? What quarterback y'all got that's going to be throwing me the ball? I need to know. I need to know. And if y'all ain't got that figured out yet, then I'm good. I'm good. I'm at where I'm at, and I'll be where I be until y'all figure that out. Until then, I'm here. Plain and simple. If that was but but maybe they don't think like that. Maybe that's just me. You know. I mean, if I'm a free agent quarterback coming, thinking about coming to the Colts, I'm like, well, who's my left tackle? Yeah, the offensive line is still decent. It's still very decent. It is. But if I'm a right-handed quarterback, I need to know who's going to be protecting my blind side. I need to know. I need to know. That's important to me. That's important to my family. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know, y'all. Maybe it's just me, but these are the things that are important to me as a Colts fan. These are the things that are important to me. And I try to put myself in some of these shoes, but it's best not to because you don't know what these players are thinking. You don't know what they got going on in life or nothing like that. But something need to happen. That's that's most definitely. And I mean, something is gonna happen. What it is, stay tuned. Dun, dun, dun. That's where we at. That is where we at, and it's a whole lot of names that we can choose from. But it's all about that money, 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 money. And how do we pay everybody and keep and not keep some players? And how do we bring people in for decent amount of prices and try to fill all these holes up? And as far as I'm not too worried about it because we do. Chris Ballard does pretty good. I mean, he's missed on some, but he's hit some home runs on a lot. So I'm not too worried about the draft too much. I'm really not. I'm just worried about, you know, how much money Quentin Nelson is really gonna get and that he deserves. And, are we finally gonna get some I don't wanna say superstar players because we have superstar players. In my eyes, we do. You know, I just you know, who else we gonna get that's gonna add to the greatness of this team? That's gonna take this team to another level. What players are we gonna add to make this team go from here to here? Another step, getting higher on the mountain, like Frank likes to say. We ain't get too high on this mountain. We showed in, not this time going around. But man, yo, it's been a great time. I like doing this live. I enjoy it. Man, I wish I had some more people on here, but it's okay, man. Y'all be sure to, my subscribers out there, and I ain't got a lot, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. But make sure y'all hit the notification, man, so that y'all know when I come on live, man. And let's talk about it, man. But other than that, man, this is Jose Fuego Ortiz with another live episode of Out of the Shoe Code podcast. Man, y'all be good. Y'all stay blessed. Peace. I'm out of here, man. Until next time.